Hey guys, it's Alec Torelli from Conscious Poker, and today I'm bringing you the hand of the day from Las Vegas. I was playing in a 1500 WSOP event, and this hand's kind of wild as well. First off, I want to thank you for all your support and comments in the previous hand. Let's run it back. Let's see how you like this one. So blinds are 200, 300, and this guy just lost quite a few pots. Obviously, he's down to 12K in chips, so he definitely lost a lot. We started with 50K, and we're at level 2 or 3. So that plays into this as well. He might be off of his game, let's say. And I raise the cutoff with ace 4 of diamonds. I make a min raise to 600 because, again, he's short. I have like 50K, so I cover him. And he calls. Okay. So the flop comes king 6-6 with 1 diamond. So I flop a backdoor flush draw. Now, we're going to get into a very interesting dynamic in this hand, but it's your job. I want to hear in a comment below. It is your job to spot the tell. I want you to figure out why I played the hand the way I did based on the dynamics of the hand. And I don't want to give away why the tell is what it is. But anyway, leave your thoughts in the comments. See if you can figure it out. So he checks. I bet 600. I'm going to be betting small here, betting often. It's a very dry board. I don't need to bet big. He doesn't have many hands he can call with. He's either going to be way ahead or way behind of my ace high. And he makes now a check raise to 2.2K. Now, this is a very tough spot. This is a spot where I've done a lot of work in these spots, and I think about these spots a lot because it's a situation you're going to face quite often with this board dynamic where the board is paired and the big blind has more of the paired card board than you do. And there's a lot that goes into that, but we'll kind of leave it there for this video without getting too much into all the nuances and the weeds. But it is a spot that you want to prepare for because you're going to see people play certain ways on these board textures in tournaments, in cash games, in the streets today, and it's changed a lot over the previous years. So I have a whole video about that on consciouspoker.com in our membership. So go to consciouspoker.com if you want more information on that. I have literally an entire tutorial on this exact subject. But anyway, for now, I'm prepared for these spots. I feel like people play them one of two ways, and I kind of had to read that this was going to go a certain way. So I'm prepared to call here. Now, this is a spot where you could just fold, and it's really a spot where your opponent's either going to be having trips or a bluff. And that's kind of the basic premise here. So it's like, how do people play these spots is very important to know. So I opt to call. I have a backdoor flush draw. I have ace high. I beat all of his bluffs. So far, hopefully, so good. By the way, this spot is solver approved. You can see here, a solver likes to call this board with ace high. Not that that's the Bible or it matters. It really depends on your opponent and the situation and your read. But anyway, that is good to know that you have something to fall back on. So turns to 10 of diamonds. Pretty good card for me. I pick up equity. I have a flush draw. It shouldn't have helped him. He shouldn't really have many 10x hands, like 10 in his hand. Anyway, he bets 5.3K. with 6.5K behind. So it's like a super weird spot. Here you could really go either way. You can make a case for calling, like I have ace high, I have a flush draw, I'm beating his bluffs. I could fold. Again, I have ace high, I don't beat any of his value, and it's not a great spot. What am I going to do on the river if I miss? I could also shove, like maybe if he's bluffing, I could just get him to fold his cards. I also don't really like get folded off my hand on the river. Like if I call the turn and fold the river and he's bluffing, it's just a disaster to like lose the pot that way. So kind of make a case for all three. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comment below, which line you like the best. I opted to call. I just keep my position, play the pot in position, and see what develops. Maybe I hit a flush and I have a really easy river decision. I just call it off. River's a 4. He thinks for 15 seconds and chips it in 6.5K into a quite big pot. It's a spot where, yes, I'm like sort of pot committed. I'm getting a great price, but like he should never really be bluffing. So it's like, you just look like an idiot when you call and he has 6-7 and you're like, duh. Anyway, I thought for a little bit because it's a very unique spot that you're not in that often. And I decided that I think my hand was good enough often enough. I think he was capable of pulling a move here. Again, some people are literally never bluffing here. Some people are bluffing way too often. So it really depends on the situation. I ended up calling the river and he was bluffing. And so I ended up winning the spot with a pair of 4s or ace high, whatever. So really cool spot. And it's good to have reads go your way. So it's a great start to the tournament. I did end up making day 2, 120K or so going into day 2, which is Sunday, June 15th. So I will be posting updates on Twitter and Facebook, Instagram at Alec Torelli on my stories. More hand of the day is coming. Be sure to subscribe to this channel for that. Also visit consciouspoker.com for my hand reading system. It's the exact process I use to break down these hands like you see here in these videos. If you like my thought process, that's free at consciouspoker.com. So subscribe to the channel. Thanks for your support. See you guys soon.